Hello all, and welcome to this Friday evening, because it's about 6:20, beer review. And what is it that we are reviewing? Well, this is the one that I said was special a while back. Why is it special? Because this is an English Trappist ale. So this is made by Trappist monks in England, and this is called Tynt Meadow. And this is a strong ale brewed by the monks of Mount St. Bernard Abbey, Charnwood Forest. 7.4 ABV. And let's read the label here. Oh, glasses, I need them. With this beer, we have returned to a 19th century tradition of brewing in our abbey. When our brethren arrived in 1835, they settled in a poor cottage on Tynt Meadow, now an extension of our monastic enclosure. This strong dark ale re-ferments in the bottle. Store in a cool, dark, quiet place. Pour gently at 9 degrees Celsius. I have no idea what 9 degrees Celsius is. Ingredients: water, barley, malt, sugar, hops, yeast. And looks like the best buy date is August 8th, 26. So yeah, I took this out of the refrigerator about 10 minutes ago because I wanted it to warm up a bit. It is an English strong ale, so it's something you want not quite at room temperature. So I guess by American standards, that'd be about 50 to 60 degrees. I don't know. You Europeans and Canadians and all the rest of the world with your sensible metric system, which honestly does make sense for everything but temperature to me. I cannot wrap my mind around the way metric system, Celsius works. I can do the rest of the stuff, liters, kilograms and meters and all that stuff. I can do the conversions, but I cannot do temperature conversions in my head, to know what it's supposed to be around. So yeah, I'm hoping it's right. It's going into a snifter. The dog is barking again. It does this all day and all night. So tired. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a fairly vigorous pour because I want to have some head here. Okay. So a lovely amber brown color, amber mahogany, very opaque, almost cloudy. I probably shouldn't have done that bottom pour. I probably poured out like the yeast on the bottom, but that's okay. With a thin tan head and 10 minutes wasn't quite enough. Okay. So, figs. Semi-sweet chocolate. Dried stone fruit. Yeah. Very rich smelling. Wish it had lasted a bit longer, but that was probably on me. Hmm. Almost like something like a fine root beer or horsehead note underneath that stone fruit. Yeah. So figs, dried stone fruit, dark chocolate. Yeah. Let's get this onto the palate now, shall we? Hmm. Okay. I think that's warmed it up enough. The benefit of the snifter is it kind of, collects the aroma in there. So even if you do a bad pour like me, you don't lose it right away. Up front, toffee-like notes on the palate. Followed by mildly herbaceous, almost like a carob-like note in the mids. Maybe a touch of dry cherries there. Some semi-sweet chocolate in the mids too. And transitioning to a earthy, slightly resinous hop finish. And gets more resinous as it passes, clears the palate. Not as chewy as I would expect for a strong ale. In fact, I would say kind of almost thin on the palate for the style, but not unpleasantly so. Definitely stone fruit is the top note. Yeah, that front is very rich and decadent. Hmm. So this was about in between $7 or $8 for this bottle in Hawaii. It was probably due to the tariffs. I would imagine before the tariffs it would be between about 6 to 7, maybe. It's enjoyable and it's got some complexity to it. It doesn't knock me off my feet like some other English strong ales have done, or Belgian Trappist style ales. This is an English style, not a Belgian style. They're English monks, not Belgian monks. So that's somewhat to be expected. So I would say like the flavor profile, aroma profile, decent. I did wish for a little bit more head. Part of that was my fault, but it did seem like it receded fairly quickly. And also too, just a little bit more oomph in the body as well. But flavor and aroma wise, nothing to complain about. Enjoyable, complex, as you should expect for this style of ale. Rich. Yeah. Enough to go and trigger my allergies. Yes, I'm the only beer reviewer that has like rhinitis. It'll probably lead to the end of my career doing this within a few years, I would guess. It seems to come and go though. So like when the temperature is hot outside, like it is right now, it definitely seems a lot worse. Go figure. So yeah, Tynt Meadow, interesting. It's made by monks, you know. So I always enjoy supporting religious communities that make alcohol. I think, yeah, I think only Christians do that actually. Because, like, you know, Islam, no alcohol for everyone, and in Buddhism and Hinduism, you know, religious figures are supposed to avoid intoxicants. Though, depending on the type of Buddhist, it can be pretty flexible, as I've learned from my time in Japan. In other words, Buddhist monks, certain Buddhists, I have met Buddhist monks that really like to drink, and lest you think I'm being disrespectful, I majored in Japanese religion, so you know, I hung out with them. So yeah. Anyways, let's go and wrap this up. Give this a try. I think you'll actually like it if you are into strong ales. Um, like I said, it didn't blow me away like some other ones have in the past that I've reviewed. Either as Trappist ale or, you know, the strong English strong ale style. But I liked it, and as soon as I click off on this video, I'm going to go and give my nose a big honk, and so I can more properly enjoy this. And that, folks, is your beer review for this afternoon or evening. Cheers.